Hello, all you awesome people. Welcome back to the channel with me, as always, your host, Geek Viz Hoover. We are here. We got some news to talk about across the worlds of both film and TV, mostly TV, but we do got quite a bit of movie stuff I want to talk about here today. I will have to say right off bat, probably the base of this video here today is that, well, when this video goes up tomorrow, it's D23. It is the Disney Expo. And of course, we're gonna get confirmation of a bunch of movies, a bunch of TV shows, and all shit like that. But one of the biggest things is the theory that we might possibly get the MCU's X-Men full cast reveal happening tomorrow night. So we shall have to wait and see. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about here. But besides that, the name of the game is casting. We got a lot of casting stuff to talk about on this episode today, including the rumored names for who's possibly going to be this X-Men casting. So we'll be talking about the X-Men cast. The Legend of Zelda movie has revealed its additional cast members, so we're going to talk about that. And we'll be talking about who is the front runner to be recast as Kratos in Amazon's God of War TV show. And then beyond that, we got some other TV stuff we're going to be talking about. We got to talk about the current state of the WB Paramount merger. The Set Decorators Awards winners, we're going to be talking about that as well. DC just announced that 2 shows have been canceled. And then 50 Cent is still at it, making more shows. This time he's adapting a video game. Adapting a video game to turn into a brand new series. So we have that as well. But yeah, so that's kind of how we're going to go over this today. And then, of course, as always, going to end it with some TV trailers at the very end. So, alright, let's go ahead and jump into this video then, shall we? I think we shall. Transition. Alright. Every confirmed and rumored cast member for Marvel Studios' long-awaited reboot. I do want to say something right off rip. This is something that's just been bothering me as of late. I hate when these things come off and they say shit's been confirmed. I do want to point out, just for transparency's sake here on this channel, besides one person, none of this has been confirmed. When, in my eyes, confirmed means either they've shown up in a movie or a show playing that character, or Disney, Marvel, Kevin Feige have officially said outright that this actor is playing this character. So they have official on here, but I don't claim this shit is official because none of it is official. None of it has been announced. Nobody said it or nothing. As of right now, these are all just rumors. It's just that they're very strong rumors, very strong based rumors, and hearsay kind of says shit like that. Like, I don't know why they use in talks and confirmed so interchangeably. To me, in talks just means they're talking about it. They're being discussed. There might be a contract on the table, and now they're discussing terms, but still nothing has been confirmed yet. So I will say, just for brevity's sake, confirmed does not mean like confirmed. These are just, everything is rumored besides one person. God damn, this song's singing loud as fuck. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, how's the show up? This is good. This is a little small. Let me zoom in a little bit. Alright, as Marvel Studios' X-Men reboot begins to take shape, we're taking a look at every actor who's officially joined the cast and ones who are still rumored. The elusive X-Men reboot is finally coming together. Of course, Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier is set to helm. 3 or possibly 4 actors now confirmed to have joined the cast. Again, confirmed, not really confirmed. The only confirmed one we have right now is, of course, this right here. Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. She just appeared in Spider-Man Brand New Day. They revealed that, so we know who she is. We know who she's playing. That is confirmed because we've seen her on the goddamn movie. She's been cast. She shot her movie already. But there you go. We heard that Singh might be on Marvel's radar to play Jean before she joined the cast of Brand New Day. Hat tip to Jeff Schneider. But most of us assumed that a wire got crossed on the way and she might be playing a new take on Mary Jane Watson, Mayday Parker, or some other character more closely associated with the Wall Crawler. But now we know she is officially confirmed to be Jean Grey. The cat's out of the bag, and the Stranger Things alum will return as a powerful telepath first for Secret Wars and then the X-Men reboot. Jean is believed to be co-leading with Cyclops, but this has not been confirmed. The other casting rumor we got is that Kit Connors is in talks to play Cyclops. The most recent X-Men cast revealed that Heartstopper star Kit Connor will play Scott Summers. Connor had not previously been rumored, and it said that landed the role when a, quote, small group of actors tested after the 4th of July holiday, and after a lot of back and forth, Marvel landed on Connor as the choice to play Summers. Apparently, both Drew Starkey and Connor Huffman were early contenders, but the runner-ups just behind Connor was actually Asa Butterfield. Damn, so Asa Butterfield comes up short for Marvel again. Apparently, again, they say it's confirmed. Again, Marvel said nothing. Kevin Feige said nothing. None of that is confirmed. They just they just have a strong fucking they have a strong source that tells them that he's come out on top of the people that they had. But if y'all don't remember, Asa Butterfield was also in like the final 3, I want to say. He was in like the final 3 actors up for the role of Spider-Man back when they were about to debut him in the MCU for Captain America Civil War. Asa Butterfield was in like the final 3 with Tom Holland and somebody else. I believe he was in like the bottom 3 that they were picking for the role. And of course, they decided to go with Tom Holland. The rest is history. And sadly, it seems like Asa is coming up short again, as he may have lost out Scott Summers to Kit Connor here. Also in talks, we have Samara Weaving has been in talks to play Emma Frost. After being fan cast as the character for years, Aussie Scream Queen Samara Weaving is set to portray Emma Frost in the X-Men reboot. Superhero casting announcements don't always go over well with comic book fans, but this news was met with almost universal approval. Frost could be introduced as a hero or villain. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking probably more villain, especially with the we'll get it once we get to the Adam Driver stuff, who the other supposed villain could possibly be. While we don't expect Weaving's take on the character to be a member of the team, initially at least, it seems highly unlikely that she'll be the film's primary antagonist. Another thing, Adam Driver, this is another thing that's kind of been a thing for a while. A lot of scoopers are confident that Adam Driver has been cast in the movie, but the announcement is being saved for D23. We talked about it earlier that Kevin Feige has basically made it a joke that every time they call Adam Driver for something that they're interested for him to do, he always turns them down. So will he be in this? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We initially heard Magneto, then Mr. Sinister, and more recently William Stryker. That would seem to indicate the Star Wars sequel trilogy star will play the villain. We have a feeling his character, assuming he has been cast, that is, may come as a surprise. Yeah, the most another thing I seen was that he'd be playing Sebastian Shaw, which is why I said Samara Weaving as Emma Frost makes sense if the other villain is going to be Sebastian Shaw, which clearly means we're going to begin the Hellfire Club as the main antagonist of this movie. Of course, if all the rumor stuff is true. So, was this the role that Adam Driver finally said yes to? I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out for tomorrow or later in time. This has been rumored for a while too. This was actually one of the earliest rumored castings that they did. Charles Helton as Beast. Another casting many believe to be a sure thing. Pending an official announcement is Charles Belton as Hank McCoy, aka Beast. Melton's breakout role was Reggie Mantle in CW's Riverside, and his star has been on the rise following acclaimed performances in Beef Season 2 and 2023's May-December. The actor, who is of Korean American descent, is now 35, but can still get away with playing significantly younger. I'd say that's probably like the biggest question mark about it is his age. If with Sadie Sink and who could possibly be what was it, Kit Connor? What else fucking name? Kit Connor. Both of them are pretty damn young. So it seemed like they are casting younger for the main core team. So having him play Beast would be another core character on the thing. Seems a little, but that don't mean to say that they can't do it. You never know. He could, like they said, he could play younger. Maybe they do cast some younger characters to sort of be like, for us, our first window into this world of mutants and shit. But maybe they are already people who are already there and already exist and are older. Think like X-Men Evolution. like the core team was teenage, but they did have like Storm, Wolverine, Beast too, I think. Yeah, Storm, Wolverine, and Beast were all older, and they played more of like a mentor teacher roles for the kids. So it could be something akin to that. Another casting, Kaylee Spaney as Rogue. This has also been rumored for a minute. This may become the least likely rumor on the list, but the latest actress said to be allowed to play Rogue is Melton's Beef season 2 castmate and Alien Romulus star Kaylee Spaney. Sounds like Spaney may have campaigned for a role in the movie, but we're still not sure Rogue will even make her debut in the first film. I was just about to say this too. Odessa Zion has also been mentioned quite a while. I think that was the first name that popped up in rumors, and we covered that quite a while ago. But I think Odessa Zion would be great to play Rogue. She also has like the look. I can't say too much for Kaylee Spaney. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I watched Alien Romulus. I kind of remember a bit more from David Johnson's performance than hers. But I did like the movie. She wasn't terrible, but I also have not seen Beef season 2. So you know, but hey, if it came down to her campaigning for a role and then she ended up getting in, hey, good for her. If you want it, you gotta go get it. We talked about this earlier, but this was just something. Indy Navarrete mentioned that she was in talks with Jason Schreier with with the director. I forget his name. Wait, Schreier. His name actually Jason Schreier? Is that Jake Schreier? There's a lot of fucking Schreiers between the worlds of video games. Between the worlds of video games and movies, there's a lot of fucking Schreiers out here. There's a lot of fucking Schreiers out here. But yeah, she mentioned that she was in talks with Jake Schreier. Nothing. She never said anything. Never anything was confirmed. She said they just had a conversation about some stuff. She didn't mention that she would like to play Mystique if she could play anybody. But again, this is just kind of a nothing thing here. But we'll see. And then we had a couple names in the running for Charles Xavier. This one is really more of a bonus mention since we have heard that all previously rumored names, Patrick Wilson, Bill Skarsgård, and Tom Pelphrey, either dropped out of the running or were never in it to begin with. The most recent rumor claimed that Professor X has been cast. However, there are whispers that the actor has already played a Marvel character. Interesting. So yeah, so those are some of the casting for Beast, Rogue, Professor X, some actors whose name have been dropped, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But we do have a couple more things. Rogue and Storm have some names that have been thrown out there. Like I said, we already went over the Rogue stuff. Kaylee Spanning, Odessa Zion are the top names on the list. Storm. Easily, there is one actress cited 800% more than any other online as the perfect casting for Storm. That is Jamie Lawson, who played Perline in Sinners, an extremely high-profile role in the best review movie in years. Okay, so this is less of like rumors backstage. This is more of just like fan casting. But hey,
I mean, especially after BAFTA, did you talk to any of your cast? Anything?
Absolutely talk to them. I'll first say a big shout out to Mike and Delroy. Like, let's continue to honor them for how they handled that in real time, the grace and the dignity that they exercised, and the whole home team, everybody that was out there, like, really carried themselves well. I think
I need some fucking coasters. But yeah, I could definitely see it. She also has that connection with Michael B. Jordan and I was gonna say fucking Ryan Murphy. We'll get on that nigga later. And Ryan Coogler. She now has that working relationship with them, who definitely probably could pull some weight if like she expressed interest and told them like, hey, can you drop a little word for me? Hey, you just mention it that I'm interested real quick to them. I'm pretty sure. But I mean, she definitely has to look for it, and she's on the rise too. This is another thing why I think the Indy Navarrete thing could possibly has a high likelihood of happening. Fucking Obsession was a huge hit. She's a buzzing name right now, so you definitely want to get her early so you can lock her down for that multi-picture deal before she really starts taking on more roles and that price goes up a little bit more. But yeah, so that's all the stuff we got for X-Men. Again, D23 is tomorrow, so Again, don't expect it, but I would say it's probably a high likelihood that we will get our X-Men cast on that one, and we'll have to wait and see who it is. Of course, if you're interested, I will be covering D23 when it airs, and I'm gonna go over everything that's been talked about. So if we do get X-Men, you can come right back over here and we'll talk about it. Let's get up to the next couple casting rumors here. Dave Bautista is in talks for Kratos' role in Amazon series after Ryan Hurst exits. Of course, we talked about this earlier. Ryan Hurst suffered an injury on set. He tore like a muscle or something. He tore like his pec muscle or some shit, and it was like he's gonna need surgery, so he's gonna be shelved for months. So unfortunately, Amazon decided to go ahead and recast instead of having to wait for him. Dave Bautista could be the next God of War. Variety has learned from sources that Bautista is currently in talks for the role of Kratos in Amazon Prime Video series based off the video game franchise. Yeah, that's what it was. He tore his bicep on set of the series that would have delayed a return to production until next year, 2027, ultimately leading Amazon and Sony to recast. The plan is to get production back up and running by the fall. There are a few better suited for the role of Kratos than Bautista. Aside from the fact that he is an accomplished actor, he is one of a few in Hollywood who can step into the role on short notice in the physical shape it requires. I will say he is still in far better physical condition than me, but he has slimmed down a little bit too. If you look at him, he is noticeably slimmer. Kratos is known for his incredibly muscular physique in the game, and Bautista has been in remarkable shape throughout his career. Thus, he would not need muscle prep to prepare for the role. He also has an existing relationship with Amazon MGM. He previously starred in Amazon movies The Wrecking Crew, My Spy, and My Spy: The Eternal City. While he is set to appear in both Roadhouse 2 and the remake of Highlander for Amazon. Okay, so he has been collaborating with Amazon quite a bit then. Anything else here? Wasn't there a whole other fucking... Did they mention it here? There's a whole nother... Somebody else... I think Atreus is getting recast. Hold on. His fucking name is right here. There we go. I think they announced that he's going to be recast for season 2. Yeah, Prime Video reportedly reports that they will recast Atreus for season 2 of its live-action series, replacing season 1 actor Caleb Vinson with an older teenage actor ages 14 to 17. Because we know once we get between the first and the second one, Atreus did age up a little bit. But yeah, it kind of sucks that I ain't gonna lie, 2 recasts of this whole thing is kind of got me a little worried about it. Like, I get it, he's older. I don't know how old this kid is off rip here. But they're looking for like 14 or 17. But he was pretty fucking young. He's 12. Which is kind of crazy, because couldn't you just wait for 2 fucking years and then film the shit when he is 14? That's crazy. But yeah, so they're gonna be recasting him for season 2 to get an older teenage actor to play the teenage Atreus. Which is also crazy because I thought we were covering a lot of the first and the second one in this first season. Because if you look at the casting, they've casted a lot of characters who don't appear until the second one. We already have a Thor, we already have Heimdall, and we already have Odin, who all 3 of those characters did not appear until Ragnarok. So I'm guessing they're kind of be doing their own thing, just have these characters get introduced a little bit earlier. I don't know how much actually, you know what it is? It's probably going to be the fact we're probably going to get a lot more Asgard scenes in this first season as opposed to the game. You know, the game you stick with Kratos and Atreus throughout the entirety of it in their journey to Jotunheim. Chances are in the show we're going to get a lot more scenes on Asgard of the Asgardians reacting to everything going on that Kratos and Atreus are doing. So that's probably why we're probably going to see a lot more shots from that side even before they all came in the second game. All right, but speaking of game adaptations with casting, we've got some more casting from the Legend of Zelda movie, which I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking shocked. I thought they were shooting this damn thing already, but apparently not, because we just got like 3 new casting updates for this movie. Nintendo is attempting something it hasn't done in more than 30 years, make a live-action adaptation of its video games. Legend of Zelda from Sony and Nintendo is slated to release in April of 2027. That's pretty soon, too. Bringing the fantasy role-playing game franchise in a way you've never seen before. After the back-to-back success of the Mario movies, expectations for Zelda are sky high. To make the film, Sony and Nintendo have tapped Wes Ball to bring Hyrule to the big screen. Ball previously told Polygon he wants his take on the franchise to be more grounded and real, and not to fully rely on motion capture computer graphics. To ground the film, Ball is shooting flesh and blood actors decked out in Hylian tunics and rocking prosthetic elf ears. And while Nintendo has confirmed 2 of the film's lead actors, Bo Baragasson as Princess Zelda and Benjamin Evans Ainsworth as Link, the rest of the film's casting has started to emerge through unofficial channels. So yeah, so here's our link. This is from official still of the movie, which is why I thought it was filming already. Like they released some stills, but I guess maybe sometime, because the same thing was for the God of War show too. They showed that picture of the 2 of them, and it was like, oh, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, they showed this picture here, and we was all like, that shit look a little Temu. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, so I thought they were shooting pretty soon, but then Ryan Hurst showed a picture of, and they showed like he did not look like this. And you see him here, and this nigga, like, I said in the role, and when he got the injury, he lost a lot of pounds and put on a lot of muscle for the role. And here he's showing it off, and it's like, damn, yeah, he got jacked for this. He was ready. So it's a whole nother reason why I'm like, damn, it's a real fucking shame, and he's not going to be able to do it. Damn, poor old fucking Opie, man. But yeah, so I guess sometimes productions that do these images for promotional reasons, but like even though they're not filming just yet. But yeah, here's Link, Benjamin Ainsworth. This is Link. This is our Zelda, Bo Bragason. But now we have more casting rumors as Uli Atukifu is Ganondorf. I was like, I know this nigga from some fucking where. He was Young Rock. Well, he was a Young Rock, but he was on the show Young Rock as the as more like the just, you know, college age, just getting into the business Rock in his show. But Uli Latukifu has reportedly been cast as the villain Ganondorf, the Gero form of the more monstrous Ganon. Latukifu is an Australian actor and best known for his roles as Dwayne Johnson in Young Rock and Biamba in Netflix's series Marco Polo. Deechin Lapman is Impa. May know her from the Arrowverse. She was a reoccurring antagonist in the Arrow show. Deechin Lapman's role as Impa, Princess Zelda's bodyguard, in the Legend of Zelda movie was all but confirmed in set photos from the production. But a report from Deadline confirms it. Lapman is best known for her roles in Apple TV Severance, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Ball's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And most importantly, Sam Neill, and what appears to be the late Sam Neill will appear in the movie in one of his final roles. He was reportedly playing Zelda's father, the King of Hyrule. He's best known for his work in the Jurassic Park franchise, The Hunt for Red October, and Event Horizon. Yeah, unfortunately, just recently passed away a couple weeks ago, but he is apparently going to be in this movie. Apparently, it's King of Hyrule. So also, it seems like from what they talking, it seemed like they just kept all this under wraps, but they actually are shooting. But they just kept a lot of the cast under wraps, and it seemed like a lot of this is coming from production photos and shit. Which is dope. I kind of like that. It's not every time you gotta let everybody know fucking everything. Like, I didn't know this one. Yvonne Strahovski is in this movie. She's probably the Queen of Hyrule. Yvonne Strahovski, best known for her work in The Handmaid's Tale, Mass Effect 2 and 3, Chuck, and more, is reportedly playing Zelda's mother, the Queen of Hyrule. Yeah, that's Miranda, if you didn't know, from Mass Effect. And Lydia Peckman is in the Zelda movie. They don't know who she's playing, but she's in it. Deadline reported that Linda Peckman will reunite with Ball in the Zelda in an unidentified role. She previously appeared in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Netflix's The Kennedys, and MGM Plus's Robin Hood. So there you go. There's our cast for the movie. Most importantly, we have our Triforce. We know all of our Triforce trilogy actors now. Triforce trilogy. We know our Triforce 3 now. I'm not that big of a Zelda guy, so I can't tell you what each of them is, but I know they're there. Isn't it? Ganon, Ganondorf Strength, Zelda Wisdom, and Link Courage? Ain't that what it is? I think that might be what it is. But alright, but that's it for our casting news. Let's go and get into a little bit of a more TV news in here, shall we? Alright, I want to talk about this because this shit is fucking funny, bruh. David Ellison plans Paramount exit if prosecutors refuse to negotiate by a deadline. Paramount's board has approved a plan to move the Hollywood studio out of California if the state's Attorney General Rob Bonta doesn't agree to settlement talks in his bitter antitrust case by October 1st. CEO David Ellison told his top lieutenant last week his company will relocate to Tennessee, Texas, or Georgia, or another state if Bonta refuses to come to the table in his case opposing Paramount's $110 billion acquisition of WB Discovery. So this nigga's like, take this shit and leave, bruh. If you don't want to play ball, I'm gonna fucking go. The mogul discussed the ultimatum during an hour-long lunch meeting last Wednesday with Paramount's 12-member executive leadership team on the company's storied Hollywood lot. According to Puck, which cited two people with direct knowledge of the... By the way, fucking Tennessee. What the fuck you gonna shoot in Tennessee? Like, I know it might be a nice place, but goddamn, Georgia kind of makes it like if it's Atlanta, because Atlanta, but like I don't, but you know, Atlanta is basically Black Hollywood, and I don't know about this nigga moving into Atlanta they gonna fucking gentrify, this nigga trying to gentrify fucking Black Hollywood already, bro. Like, what the fuck? Ellison told the group that Paramount's board, which he controls, has already signed off on the relocation. The 43-year-old son of Oracle billionaire Larry Ellison set an October 1st deadline for resolving the dispute, since that's the date a so-called $7 million per day ticket fee tied to the Warner Brothers deal is set to kick in. If there are no negotiations, Ellison said he would move either Paramount or the combined Paramount WB company out of California, regardless of how the antitrust litigation ultimately plays out, Puck reported. So if y'all don't know, we all know the WB Paramount merger is in full swing. It's trying to happen, but it has been stopped by California, I think New York too, and I think some overseas things. I think maybe some overseas stuff stopped it, but basically they stopped it, and it was like, okay, we have until this date to try and figure some things out. I talked about it on the last episode too, but basically they got some shit, and they're like, yeah, if we could get a resolve within that 5 days, but think by this time that 5 days is over with, then they would have to not pick shit up until 2027 of next year. And so you think like, okay, hold it up until that long, that's fine. But the issue is, as we just said here, after October 1st, if they still haven't resolved the deal, Paramount is going to have to pay $7 million a day for a fee of holding up of trying to hold up the deal without it passing through. So they got to pay a fine every day. They're gonna have to pay $7 million for as long as this deal is held up. So that's why he's like, well, fuck it, then he's threatening to take the studio out of California, which of course would hurt California's economy and their revenue. You know, if he moves an entire fucking film studio, 2 whole fucking film lots out of California, it would hurt California's economy a little bit. If they take a big hit in their money. So he's threatening that so they could move this deal before they get to that date where they got to start paying that fine. That's all it is. Ellison estimated that leaving California would save Paramount $500 million a year in taxes. The company could also raise cash by selling Paramount and WB's studio lots. each of which have been valued as high as $4 billion, while noting that the properties could fetch less given Los Angeles' battered production market. Yeah, and of course, you know, and then of course it makes sense that the place he's gonna move it is he's gonna move it to like fucking southern red states and shit. Like I know there are cities, there are sections within each of these states that are a little bit more blue, but of course the overall. I'm from Wisconsin, bro. I know, like I'm from Wisconsin, dog. I know the more metropolitan areas, the more city areas are more you know, moderate and blue, but a majority of the state, which is more rural. Ooh, shit, I can't say that. Rural. It's white, nigga. It's where all the fucking white people are out in the fucking boonies and the sticks and shit. That's where the majority of that shit comes from. So of course that's where he's fucking talking about moving it to a more southern, you know, conservative or red state. I do know why I'm looking this up. I already know it is. Like I'm pretty fucking sure it is. Yeah, like this shit right here. Like, see, like clearly, like more like, you know, places probably like, you know, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. They're probably a little bit, they're more blue, but the majority of that shit, you know, the out in the actual rural areas and shit where all the white people at, that shit's mostly red. Probably the same for Georgia too. I'm guessing Georgia, Atlanta is fucking probably the most, you know, probably where it mostly is. Damn, bitch. But yeah, see, like that, you get more of like your inner cities, your big hub cities typically go that way. But once you get to the more, you know, the more farming, you know, sort of real country parts of it, that's when you get more of that. So of course they're gonna move it to there because they, you know, that's people. That's the reason. That's what you do. That's where there's people at. So yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. Again, it's by October 1st, so we got like 2 months before we see the actual ramifications of this, but we shall see. I would also guess that if, you know, moving, you know, the deal to close this is having some static, I would guess trying to move 2 full studio lots out of the damn state would also probably piss a lot of people off. Probably even more of an issue there, but we shall see. All right, Widow's Bay Fallout and Hacks among Set Decorators Society of American TV Award winners. This year's SDSA Awards honor the best set decoration work from shows released between June 1st and May 31st, June 1st, 2025 and May 31st, 26. Widow's Bay took home the award for best decor design of a 1-hour contemporary series, with set decorator Jennifer Engel and production designer Steve Arnold taking home the win. Fallout and Wednesday tied for best decor design of a 1-hour fantasy and sci-fi. Julie, I didn't even try to pronounce that. And production designer Howard Cummings were honored for their work on Fallout, while David Morrison and Neville Gaynor and production designers Mark Scrupin and Philip Murphy won for Wednesday. Elsewhere, Palm Royale won in a 1-hour series category. Beef won in the TV, movie, or limited series category. Hacks won the half-hour single cam. Happy's Place won the multicam comedy. Offset and John Lennon's Never Let Go won in the web series, music video, and commercial category. The Muppets won in the variety, reality, and competition series, and The Bold and the Beautiful won in the daytime series categories. Among the 9 TV categories, additional nominees included Euphoria, Margot's Got Money Troubles, The Morning Show, Pluribus, The Boys, For All Mankind, Stranger Things, Bridgerton, Outlander, Spider Noir, Young Sherlock, The Beast in Me, Black Rabbit Love Story, Monster Ed Gein, Saturday Night Live, and Jimmy Kimmel Live. So those are your winners. Yeah, Fallout, Wednesday, Widow's Bay, and then of course Hacks, Happy's Place, Muppets, Palm Royale, Beef. So those are your winners for the Set Decorators of Society of America Awards. Another one of those award shows I didn't know was a thing, but hey, kudos to them. All right, next up, DC Studios calls it quits with 2 James Gunn DC shows. DC and HBO have reportedly abandoned 2 major TV shows and rejected pitches for 2 Batman spinoffs. But there is some good news for one show. James Gunn DCU is about to release his 3rd TV show after Creature Commandos Season 2 and Peacemaker Season 2, with Lantern set to premiere on this Sunday, August 16th. Peacemaker was a part of a 5-movie, 5-show Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters slate that James Gunn unveiled in January of 2023. 3 of the 5 promised HBO Max series have remained in development limbo for almost 4 years. Booster Gold, Paradise Lost, and Waller. Seemed like they jumped the gun quite. I can't believe I just did that. That shit was not intentional. Oh my god. Yes, it seems like so. It seems Gunn popped that gun a little too early with that full slate of shit he had planned. According to an exclusive report from the Angler, DC's has scrap plans for 2 shows that were a part of the original Chapter 1 slate. The studio has reportedly called the quits with Waller and Paradise Lost following Supergirl's recent box office flop. I was going to say that too. I think the failure of Supergirl really has them kind of refocusing what they need to be focused on. I agree, it's very interesting. This is funny because I had this thought. I was watching one of those videos where people go back and be like, oh, what if Marvel had all their characters from the jump? And then they kind of do like a whole thing of like the movies and shows they would do. And sometimes I'm like, it's cool, but like, let's be real. Would a fucking Hank Pym Ant-Man movie really work for you to be one of like your first 5 movies, bro? Like, well, you know what I mean? Like, what, you know, because, like, they would want to do it because, like, oh, we introduced Ultron here because the Ultron, like, I get trying to honor the comic origins and stuff, but sometimes you got to think about shit from a business point. The reason Ant-Man worked in real life when it did is because Marvel had already had a good track record of shit. So they could take a little bit more of a risk because they had already shown that the formula could work. Remember, off the bat, they was already taking risks because Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man were like B-tier heroes at that time. So for them, for us to start this DC shit, kicking it off with Superman was a great idea. Peacemaker was like hanging over from shit that came before. Creature Commandos was like, it was an animated show, so it was very little risk. But for your first 4 movies to be Superman, which is cool, and its sequel, but then Supergirl and Clayface, it's very risky. Which is why I'm saying, like, yeah, like, you know, on paper you could go, yeah, we're gonna do this because we're gonna do this, but like, you still have to sell that to your general audience. The fact that, you know, we still don't have a Wonder Woman nor a Batman even casted yet is kind of crazy for kicking off your fucking DC universe. You literally have the opposite problem of Marvel. If you're kicking off this brand new DC universe, you start with your... I was literally... God damn it. Why the fuck is her last name Gunn? I was finna say, you started off with your big guns, bro. You kick it off right from the jump. You play it safe because your first priority is to have the audience buy into your universe and for you to make the money. You gotta make the profit. So the fact that Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, or even shit like a Flash or a Green Lantern, I know we got the Lantern show and shit, were not like the clear-cut top things we're going to prioritize and really come out the gate for, it's kind of crazy. Fans have previously heard that Paradise Lost was dead at DC from the N. Schneider, earlier this year, a statement that was later rebuffed by Gunn. More recently, the DC architect seemingly fought back against claims that Wonder Woman spinoff was canceled, saying that it was in extreme development. Waller was originally intended to bridge the gap between Peacemaker Seasons 1 and 2, with the story centered on Viola Davis's Amanda Waller. Many have theorized for years that the Argus Chief spinoff would never move forward, despite which Gunn has regularly claimed the Waller is still happening. Anchor reports that DC Studios are shifting its focus from streaming series to more theatrical films, which may explain the cuts at the DCU's TV slate. That same sentiment can be felt beyond DC Studios and across Hollywood, especially after Marvel's called the quits on its own hit shows, Wonder Man. Okay, yeah, sure. Um, Also, yeah, that's a good thing too. You don't want to spread your shit too far when it's just starting out. Like, you don't want to have things across theater and TV right from the jump. Honestly, it's one of the things that kind of caused Marvel to be on this downfall right now. They had too much shit at once with all the Disney Plus shows. Even the ever successful Batman and his roles gallery don't seem to be safe from the cutbacks. And Kratos that Penguin season 2 is still in limbo, and the studio rejected pitches for shows starring Catwoman and Poison Ivy. Although it's unclear whether those concepts filmed with Guns or DCU or Matt Reeves' The Batman universe. Okay, here's an update. Entertainment Weekly requested comment on the news from DC Studios to confirm that Waller is no longer a priority or an active development. So yeah, it's gone at HBO, but isn't completely canceled at DC Studio. Meanwhile, Paradise Lost is in the same boat, so they ain't focusing on it now. It's not in the cards right now, which is why I'm saying, like, yeah, that, I will give them credit. The fact that Supergirl bombed so hard, it's the right move to really, like, right now, to start shifting and figuring shit out now. You can't do anything about Clayface because Clayface is already done. So you just gotta put it out there. They're probably gonna eat another. Pretty big L unless Clayface comes out and is fucking godly. But they're probably gonna have to eat another L for Clayface. But it's a good thing that they're working very quickly to sort of reprioritize and reshift what their focus is. Like they said, one of their another big issue they got right now is they got that Matt Reeves Batman going on right now, which means in an effort to not confuse the general audience, they're probably not going to be focusing on their own Batman anytime soon either. So yeah, I don't know what this all means. What we could possibly see in the future, don't know. But yeah, just know that those two shows have been canceled. And finally, Starbreeze Entertainment and Vice Studios partnered with Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and G-Unit Films for television for Payday. Y'all remember Payday? That fucking game from like the fucking PS3 that just had you fucking robbing banks and shit. Yeah, it's getting the show. It launched in 2011. God damn. Has gone from a game to a global phenomenon. Over 15 years of continued development have made Payday name synonymous with heisting, serving the mass community of over more than 50 million players. Hey, I will say this. At least that nigga 50 Cent's getting out of the goddamn drug fucking shit. Now we just finna go bank rob it. So there you go. Yeah, ain't really too much to talk about here. It's getting the show. So there you go. It's coming from 50 Cent, so there you go. Alright, so that's the last of our news stories, so let's go ahead and jump into some trailers right motherfucking now. Pause the music there. Alright, kicking things off, we have Ryan Murphy's Netflix just love throwing this nigga money, bro. We got a Monster, the Lizzie Borden story. So we've had super sexy Jeffrey Dahmer. We had super sexy Ed Gein. Now get ready for super sexy Lizzie Borden. The ladies got their chance. Now it's time for the. Well, I mean, shit. I mean, hey, it's sort of 26, man. Whatever gets you off. But now we got a lady getting into the thing to get your loins warmed up.
Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks.
Already starting freaked out.
When she saw what she had done,
she gave her father 41.
There you go. Another show about a serial killer for people to get super fucking weird about. Like I admit it, I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer one. It was interesting. I enjoyed it for what I watched it, but I am well aware of the problems it caused. the weirdness surrounding it. How he strangely glorifies and sexualizes motherfuckers who was killing innocent people and fucking eating their bodies. I didn't see the Ed Gein one. I had no interest in that one, and I ain't gonna lie, kinda don't have interest in this either. All right, next up is, I don't know, some from the Rotten Tomatoes TVs. American Hostage. Based on the acclaimed first season of the scripted podcast of the same name, American Hostage is a psychological thriller set in the 1970s that tells the harrowing true story of Fred Heckman, a beloved Indianapolis radio reporter who was thrust into the middle of a life or death crisis when hostage taker Tony Kratos demands to be interviewed on his popular radio news program.
This is Fred Heckman, and you're listening to WIBC Radio.
Fred, you're driven, a family man.
Hi.
With a deep desire to be the very best.
And that's My Town Indy.
Nice show, Fred.
Thank you. This is Fred Heckman speaking.
My name's Tony Kratos. I got a 12-gauge sawed-off shotgun wrapped around a man's neck. I'm a mad, mean mother. And if anyone makes a move, he will die right here.
Holy shit. Okay, Mr. Kratos.
I'd like you to call me Tony. You know, that's what my friends call me. I want you to interview me live on the air. If people hear it coming from you, they'll give my story a chance. Over and out, baby.
If Tony decides to kill Dick live on air, that is going to be your legacy.
Hey, my
You've
boy
been
from
put in
The
an
Good Place.
impossible situation.
I know it's a risk, but what would you do?
If we do this without permission, it's sayonara, good night.
Hello, Tony. You are live and on the air.
Yes, I've tried everything in my head and sing, but it won't wash. The whole world's gonna know the truth. Why don't you let me take some calls?
Get what you're owed, Tony.
They're trying to frame you.
Can we get some less provocative people calling in?
These are the least provocative calls. Everybody else wants him to kill Dick.
You're a lot sicker than I am, pal.
Things are starting to unravel. This is more than just a hostage situation.
If we think we're doing something to save someone's life, we lose our way as journalists.
I will hold the line.
That's the funny thing about lines, they're always moving.
He called our house. What does he want from you?
You've got to keep him on the line.
We don't allow government agents to dictate what we air.
Tell your wife you love her.
This deal is everything that you've asked for.
Fred, clear out of here. It's dangerous.
I think the story got away from you.
Respectfully, I'm the lead reporter on this story.
Fred, you are the story.
That was a super mini series. There's only 2 episodes. Okay. That was pretty cool. I fucks with it. Great cast in there, by the way. All right, next up, Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso. But season 4, holy shit. Season 4 marks the return of fan favorites, including Emmy Award winner Hannah Whittingham, Juno Temple, Emmy Award winner Brett Goldstein, Brennan Hunt, and Jeremy Swift, alongside new additions Tanya Reynolds, Jude Mack, Faye Marcy, Rex Hayes, Allison Sharkey, Abby Hearn, and Grant Feely. In season 4, Ted returns to Richmond, taking on his biggest challenge yet, coaching a 2nd Division women's football team. Throughout the course of the season, Ted and his team learn to leap before they look, take chances they never thought they would.
Welcome to 2nd Division women's football.
Well, I've never coached women before.
Hey, are you all decent?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, hi. Are we definitely clear? Yeah, you can take that off.
It was you telling me I got your back any day.
You must be Coach Chilton. I heard a lot about you.
Most people think she's rude as shit.
That was pathetic.
I think she's hilarious.
Down.
But we all got a little voice in the back of our heads saying, be strong.
Cause you believe, hey, me.
I just want to remind us all of something real quick.
I'm leaning back on you. Yeah, hit it.
There is crying in football.
Get
Get him!
Game day, y'all. Game day.
No.
All good. Solid comeback.
I think she's getting the hang of us.
I keep saying I'm eventually get something with Apple TV and watch this, but I have not yet. Oh, looks pretty cool. Looks like definitely looks from a person who has not watched the show and just watches trailers and shit like that. Definitely seems like this is gonna be like definitely like a different scenario for the. It changes up because I know he was like coaching a men's team. So I don't know what happened in the last previous season that led him to switch up here, but it looks interesting. All right, next up we got Last Scene, another Apple TV trailer. Starring Patrick Bramall, this Australian thriller follows a dispatcher who receives a call that his missing daughter may be alive, risking everything to save her. A missing daughter, a missing distress call, a father who refuses to give up.
You've called 000. Can I have the nature of your emergency, please?
It's 000 Australia 911.
Help! I'm lost. I don't know how to get home again.
It's okay. You've done the right thing. Well, the good news is I've got you on my screen here. My name is Ian. Can you tell me your name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Maybe it's Mags. I don't know.
Did you say Mags? Can you say again, please? Can you say again?
I don't know. Maybe it's Mags.
My daughter went missing 11 years ago. Maggie?
Maybe it's Mags.
I can't stop thinking about that poor family.
I missed her by minutes.
Are you sure, mate?
It's her.
Ian, you need to let it go.
That's her voice.
How do you know?
If you care about us, you're not going to tell anyone about this at all.
What about fingerprints?
We found nothing.
Where'd you get this?
He's got an airtight alibi.
There's just bitterness in you. And rage.
Max! Max! Leave our daughter alone! Maggie! Maggie!
How can you be sure that it's her?
That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I might add that to the list. September 9th. God damn, September's a motherfucker. I got time to watch TV show. Last scene. I have to add that to the list. All right, next up we got Niggly. Yeah. What's that? It's kind of basic, I ain't gonna lie. Adults.
All right, bye.
Adults season 2. Tell your friend group and also your other secret friend group. Season 2 of FX's Adults premieres. Adults is an ensemble comedy series about a group of 20-somethings in New York trying to be good people despite being neither good nor people yet. Over the 8-episode season, the housemates tackle capital R responsibilities to varying degrees of success.
The neighbors are complaining about the crop tops.
That's was it Doreen? Oh, she's just bored.
3, 2, 1.
We are older now, but also younger than we'll ever be. I'm not actually having sex with you, okay?
Oh, my love! Having sex
Hey, it's got Mazzara.
These guys are my other friend group.
I can handle them.
You can't.
Rose!
She the best when she moves.
You think you're the first ones to be young and adorable in New York?
When I hook up with someone, it's quicksand. My friendships, neglected. My mother, a mere rumor. I cannot picture her face. Where is she, Mama?
Freezing your eggs is so vulnerable.
You need any help with that?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, go again. I'm hormonal!
We are all hormonal!
Raven Simone?
We are here to make a donation of sperm.
You'll undergo a background check.
What if we donate today? And if our background checks come up clean, you just got yourself a whole lot of sperm. But if not, trash the loads.
We don't call them loads. I think you guys have to leave.
For that? For nomenclature?
We took the morning to comb social media for anything unemployable.
Wait, what? Hi guys, I am going to be ranking all of the accents from worst to American. First up, Jamaican. No! You sound crazy, man!
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, this trailer made me feel old as shit. I'm like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in watching motherfuckers, you know, barely function as adults, bro. I'm not interested in that. It was just like everybody in the trailer was like, but somebody I just know I would not want to fuck with in real life. So I don't want none of that. Next, War.
I think we're both very.
Pete Hegseth's favorite show already. Forever Ends Here. War starring Sienna Miller and Dominic West. Okay. I think I did see him in the thumbnail actually.
Reasonable people.
I would second that. It seems we've grown apart.
Divorce, like marriage, is all about commitment. For me, that's never been an issue.
This is likely to be the biggest divorce trial in British legal history.
I have no idea who I've been married to.
You make it sound like I'm the villain.
Let us not forget, you are the wronged party here.
You are the wronged party here. I'm rather looking forward to it. They're in the papers every day. There's stuff online. We can play dirty if we have to. If they play dirty, we will be total and utter filth.
The battle commence.
Unbelievable. Can't divorce your divorce, Morgan. That's not happening.
There are no lengths to which people won't go if they think they can get a slice.
Let's take him for every penny he's got. And he's got quite a few.
So it's a movie about just the divorce between two rich white people. Two rich white British people. You know, again, the appeal, not for me. What was this? Dang? I think this is.
Hi, Mom. Is
Meet the Dangs. Dang follows siblings Andrew and Eunice, whose fun, messy lives in New York City are interrupted when their worst nightmare comes true. The high-achieving older sister Ruthie shows up and wants to hang out with them.
Isn't it great how all 3 of your children are succeeding in New York?
One succeeding, 2 also around.
I'll take it.
What do you guys do for fun?
Mostly drugs. Tonight we're trying the pink ones. They're either Benadryl or the pills they give dogs for surgery. I don't feel anything. Must be Benadryl.
Nope. Dog pills! My therapist says I'm a narcissist, but I think that's just because she's into me.
Be cool, be normal, say something cool as you leave. I love you. I'm okay.
Let's go! Guys, I have something I need to tell you. Warren and I are getting a divorce. I cheated on him and I'm pregnant.
My life is over!
We're not some perfect family. We're screw-ups.
No, I'm not. I am still better than you.
You ruined your life because you got too horny. That is absolutely something we would do. Guess you're one of us now, you stupid pregnant bitch! One of us! One of us! One of us!
Hey, whatever you need, I'll be there for you.
Kiss her! Kiss her! Kiss her!
Ew! He's my brother!
Yeah! I mean,
Okay, there's some potential there. There's some potential there. Did they have the cast down here? They don't have the cast down here. Let's see. What do those sound like? It sound like Aquafina, the young one. For a little bit. All right, and finally, The Paper season 2. I'm glad the show got a season 2. I haven't watched it, but like I said, like The Office.
May I present to you the award-winning staff of the Toledo Truth Teller.
You sadistic pig! Now they do Brazilian. Man, 1 moment!
And we're back.
Mama said, fulfill the prophecy.
I have started a relationship with someone who works beneath me.
I think it's pretty obvious what's happening. Mayor has a new best friend.
Don't tell the staff.
Oh my God. HR's got your back. Let me know if and when you guys have sex and how it is and what is the positions or whatever.
Do I need to tell you this?
Mama said, don't give up.
I want you to write the best article you've ever written.
It's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of
How do we push ourselves?
I'm down for discussing something a little edgier.
Fire started at 1 a.m. in his kitchen.
Show us the body, sir. Let's see him.
Toledo isn't big enough for great news to happen every single day.
We need more award-winning stories. We pick an issue and we just hammer away at it.
You are watching history being made.
We are on an official tornado watch.
Is my car capable of storm chasing?
Oh my God!
You're okay.
You're not okay.
You're fine. No, not really.
Get out of the car!
There is a certain satisfaction that you can get when you work with someone. Maybe we could be a family.
Thank God, somebody competent is here.
What's wrong with you?
I took my sleepy blend, go to the tool bar.
We're losing him.
Ese lunar tiene cielito.
Are those instructions?
Cool. I'm glad they got a season 2. Like I said, like with the Office comedy series, sometimes needs a little bit more room to breathe before they really kind of get into it. Just like I felt with the Office too. But that's cool. Oh shit! The documentary crew that immortalized Dunder Mifflin's Scranton branch in the Emmy Awards series The Office finds a new subject when they discover a historic Midwestern newspaper and the publisher trying to revive it. In season 2, after sweeping the Ohio Journalism Awards, Ned searches for a journalistic crusade, coming for a local private club and jeopardizing the paper. While he and Mary try to figure out their attraction, Esmeralda struggles to find her place, and the staff gradually mature as reporters. So that's pretty cool. Let me see, make sure ain't nothing else. It might be down here somewhere. What's the Lantern's trailer? Man. Oh, this is a podcast trailer. I ain't give a fuck about no podcast. And Norman's on sabbatical, honey. But all right, that is it for this episode of News Drop. I guess this is a News Drop. I kind of stopped keeping track for a minute. That's the end of this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. If you haven't already, you can subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. What do you think about the X-Men casting? Do you think we're going to get the cast at D23? Let me know down in the comments below. What do you think about some of the other stories we covered? You think the DCU might be in trouble already? They just started. You think they might be in trouble already? Think still a little too soon, but we'll have to see how they recover from the Supergirl shit. Let me know what you think about the Zelda casting, Bautista for Kratos. Let me know. Check out the other videos I got on the channel as well. I just released my Odyssey impressionist video because I went to go see that. They Odyssey, as I had it titled for the first day. But we got Spider-Man Brand New Days coming up as well. We're gonna have our D23 reactions when that drops. I forget what else I got. I just did something else recently too. And we got a video game video coming too. So be on the lookout for all that stuff. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I very much do appreciate it. Always remember, everybody, stay watching, stay playing, stay awesome. But of course, most importantly, just stay safe out there. Until next time, everybody, I will see you all later. Deuces.